Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make these vanilla cupcakes. Now as you can see, these cupcakes are super soft and fluffy and they're really delicious as well. So let's get started. Okay, so first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 180 degrees for regular ovens or 160 for fan. So this recipe makes enough for 12 cupcakes, so we're going to start by filling our 12-hole muffin tin. Now I say muffin tin instead of cupcake tin because I find that some cupcake tins are quite shallow and they're better suited to things like fairy cakes or if you're making jam tarts, so I'd recommend using a muffin tin if you want it to hold your cases properly. Then you just want to start measuring out your ingredients, so I'm starting with 175 grams of self-raising flour and I'm just going to sift that through. Next you want to measure out 175 grams of caster sugar and sift that through as well. Then the last dry ingredient we're going to be adding is our 1/4 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, and we can just pop that through the sieve also. And to our dry ingredients, you're just going to add 175 grams of margarine. Now I use margarine instead of butter because I find it makes a bit of a lighter cake. I also think it's a bit easier because it's a spread, you can grab it straight out of the fridge and you don't have to soften it like you would with butter. Next you just want to measure out 3 large eggs and add that to your bowl. Then you just want to mix this all together for 1 minute. Now as you can see, I'm doing this with a stand mixer fitted with a paddle attachment, but you could also do this with an electric hand whisk. Then you just want to grab a rubber spatula and we're just going to scrape around the bowl just to mix in any parts that have been left out at the bottom. This happens a lot with stand mixers, so I recommend giving it a good scrape around. Next you just want to add 2 tablespoons of whole milk. Then give this a mix for around 30 seconds, so not too long really, just to get it all mixed together. Then lastly, because these are vanilla cupcakes, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now it is important to use a vanilla extract. You can buy vanilla essence, but it's not as good quality, so I do recommend using vanilla extract for the best flavour. Then just give this one final mix for around 15 seconds, not long really, just to get the vanilla incorporated. Then you just want to grab your tray from earlier and we're going to get started by filling the cupcake cases. You want to do it around 2/3 full. And you could use teaspoons here to measure out your batter or an ice cream scoop like you can see that I'm doing. You just want to make sure they're 2/3 full. Then you want to pop these in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Now if it's your first time making these, I do recommend checking them around 20 minutes just to make sure they're not overbaked, because some ovens come on a bit too hot, so check them around 20 minutes and you'll know they're baked if when you insert them with a skewer and it comes out clean. And that should mean they're fully baked and there's no raw batter left behind. So as you can see, they're super well risen and they're nicely domed as well and golden on top. Okay, so I think I should show you guys just how fluffy these are. So I'm just going to crack one open. As you can see, they pull away from the cases super easily, which is a good sign they're not too greasy and they're perfectly baked. Honestly, these are so good, you have to try them. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my knife and cut down the middle. And there we go. As you can see, it's got a super open fluffy texture and they're so squishy and soft. Okay, so that's how I make my vanilla cupcakes. And if you'd like to know how to make buttercream to go on top of these cupcakes, be sure to stay tuned for next week's video where I'll be showing you how to make my perfect vanilla buttercream. And finally, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll be back next week with another video. Thanks for watching, bye!